Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on the DXY, on the pound USD and gold. Let's start with the DXY as usual. As you can see, last week we anticipated maybe a continuation of price with a touch of this trend line, upward trend line one more time, maybe a retest of 103, then we can continue to the upside. But as you can see, looks like we violated that upward trend line, but I'm still looking at it as a good break of that trend line or just a fake out break. So I'm just going to take this out now and tell you what I feel. If we take this out right now, we could see here now that here's a strong support region and price came here to retest it and held off with forming a morning star and then an inverse head and shoulder pattern right here. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So basically what I will be anticipating is a continuation of price to the upside here, even though that upward trend line was a little bit violated. But as you can see, based on the structure, we can see when price broke above here, we saw price come back again here for a perfect retest. So what would I be looking out for? I'll be looking out for price to continue to the upside, coming to break this region here, retest, make a new just maybe equal these highs and possibly continue to the upside. This is what I'll be looking out for here on the DXY. And secondly, if you look over here on the 4 hours time frame, you could actually see there might be a possible formation for more like something like DXY looking to start creating lower lows and lower highs, thereby forming something like a head and shoulder pattern here. So we see a big head and shoulder here. This is a head, this is the first shoulder. So price might come all the way to 104.50 and then start going down. So we might anticipate a sell from this region here back all the way to this region. So a possible break of this price around here, we could just continue to 102, or let's just call it 102, 103 regions. So let's call it 103. Secondly, we might not get price to start going up. So I still have, thirdly, so I still have like a possible look for price to, if price comes back to break this regions of 103 comfortably, then we might just see price continue to the downside. Okay. But I'm very much looking out for DXY to continue to the upside, possibly retesting 104.50. And if that's said, let's go to pound USD. Pound USD, likewise, we can see I anticipated price to continue to the downside last week, but we didn't really get that downside push. So we see price retesting 106.70, 107 touch here, 1.27. 1.27 touch here. So looking at how price is forming something like higher highs and higher lows, if it continues, we might just get a little pullback to this region and see price come all the way to 127.61 one more time. Okay, other than that, I'm looking out for price to break this mini unreliable upward trend line, and if price comes back to break 126 region, if we see this has played a very huge support region in the past weeks, and we broke above it. This was the reason why I bought pound USD last week. Now, so if price comes back in the beginning of this week or anytime comes to break 126.11, then I'll be looking out for a retest to that region and see price come all the way to 125 one more time. Of course, it's been a long time I'm anticipating price to break 125, which is a very huge psychological level in pound USD. So if price breaks 1.25, then anticipate that we might see price come all the way to 123 and below. Okay, so for now, I'm very much bullish and bearish at the same time. So if price comes back here to start creating rejections, we might see price come all the way to 127. But if price comes to break 126.10, 126 region here, create a retest, then we should anticipate price come all the way to 125 for the week. All right, that's that for pound USD. And lastly, gold, same thing. Almost looking at the 4 hours time frame here, you can see gold has created an inverse head and shoulder pattern, looking like it wants to continue a bullish movement. So the only reason I'll be buying again now is for price to come break this resistant region here of 2040. A break of price are above that region, a retest, then I'm sure to see price come all the way to 120.60 region. Okay, other than that, the only reason why I'll be selling gold here is when the price comes back to break this support region of 2017, a break of price below that region, then I could see a retest, and then we could see possible price coming all the way to 1985 one more time and possibly 1980 region. Okay, So that's that for gold, and that's that for the weekly outlook for this week. Let's see how price will play out, and I'll see you guys for weekly recap on during the weekends, and then make sure you back some pips. Have a lovely week. Ciao.